Hello and welcome to one of my first videos. I used to be. Today we're going to try reclaim the world record for Beacon's Pines any percent. Uh, I will probably not get it today because I haven't practiced in a while. This is my first run in probably months. Um, we're just gonna kind of go through, and I'm going to take this opportunity to go a bit slower and talk about the game a bit more. But yeah, I hope this goes well. But if you haven't played this game, you should. It's really good, and speedrunning it does not do it justice. Um, Time will start as soon as I hit new game. In three, two, one. Ah, time. Sorry. So we
Dear,
start the game
though
by
it might
being
be
talked
made
to
the
by
story. In
this
fact, it isn't.
person,
It isn't
the
without limit.
narrator. We
Chapter
can just
normal.
ignore what she
This
says. She's not important.
his scene. Rolo was he pissed. Rolo.
So at the start of the game, we're just standing over our dad's grave. Our dad went missing, I think,
Wonderful.
6 years
He
ago at
pulled.
this
It's per.
point, and our character is now 12. And then our friend Rolo runs up and is like, "Hey, I know how we should
Rolo.
start our summer." Um, and he tells us to meet him at Mission Control, which is the name for our little like treehouse hangout spot.
Dear, remember that they've been some. Great something.
Fun fact about that, so you might have noticed we get charms
Mukata.
throughout the game.
Even
Uh,
though it was the.
these charms essentially allow us to like change what happens in the game, and the game will force us to get every single charm we need to beat it, except for hide. Like the first one
Oh
run I ever
my!
did, I didn't
You're
realize
calm.
you grab
Excuse.
hide
There's certain
there, and
steps.
it didn't. So this is Grant. She is
The last.
old.
We were just gonna go hide for the day. Tr- All impressive. That is a single. I think the Chronicle is a record. You can see at any. Luckily for us, it's the perfect. We were
And that was
just
our
gonna
first turning
go
point.
hide for the day. All
Yeah, so our goal now is to get into trouble with Rolo.
chapter. Welcome for men. It wasn't over the until in the.
I love the art in this game. This game is very beautiful, if you can't tell. Uh, oh, I should have done this at the beginning. Some slight content warning. There's a little bit of personal in this game, so if you're uncomfortable with that, please don't watch. There's also some slight body horror and some slight gore. Not that much, but still it's there.
Golden Wild, the
This
beacon.
is Mr. Wilder. He runs the newsroom, and we have to talk to him. And if I forget to talk to him, it's like the time loss is like 30 seconds. And
Oh, this isn't
not
the
that
first
important,
well,
but
now
still annoying what happened. And this is Roxy, who is Lolo's sister, and Lolo didn't do his course this morning. And we're going to try to help him deal with that in the best way we know how. Which, right now, we're not very good at helping him with that, but still...
Roloff, Luca knew he... In the past, he found the best way to deal with an enraged Roxy was to be a little chill.
Might be having
A promise?
the
path led
to explore the old Valentine where
the fence, Luca off so that
fertilizer company set up. They're not informed, don't worry about
as Spark Tubal.
And now for one of the most technically challenging parts of the game.
One more to go.
Very
The fence. Every kid in long now, the doorman. There was a Lucas, he pressed
the warehouse is
the sound.
spooky and it's supposed to be shut down. It's still going.
The heck disorient. It like Luca. What? This is a story about change. It was fought, but change the. I probably should have warned you about that. There are many. Most will end in tragedy. We will from here on now. Let's.
Oh, what?
This is a story about change. It was far from the sort of change, but change the. I probably there are many. Most will end in. We will find from here on out. Now, let's try something different.
I was supposed to feel bad. As I said, not
In
really
the past,
trying
he
to
found the
keep
best way to deal with an enraged
world
Roxy
record right
was
now.
to be a
I'm
little
just trying
shit.
to yeah, we just kicked Roxy in the chin. We also bullied this guy, and I thought you had to talk to him when you know. We also zoomed by this guy. Yeah, we're just so much meaner in this version. But as you saw, we can time travel. Oh, I forgot. What?
As the glow.
So Lolo being not very much runs around going like, ah, I don't know where. He is very, yep. And you found the walkie-talkie. But yeah, throughout the game, you mentioned you can call him. He's not really important. He's just like the stand-in for like generic superhero comics. Actually, I think he's more sci-fi. I don't know. And most nothing of them has I have something here
The boy sat petrified. Rollo he snapped off a tag from just within. Rollo helped.
Remember when I mentioned gold? Remember that was my favorite game.
1, 15, 35. Screw it, Luca. Nothing. No sign. Time to halt. Luca clamped. He was up like Beacon Pine. He wouldn't throwing him. Chapter finding. The next, only this. Grand, she left.
Yeah, so we got grounded. Well, not really grounded. We're just told we can't leave the house today. So, of course,
An eerie electron.
Oh yeah. So yeah, I can't hear any of the game audio, so if it's too loud or too quiet, well, sucks to be my viewers. My one viewer. I have one viewer. His name's Timmy.
Luca's mouth felt. Luca could feel.
So if you couldn't read all that text, Rollo's missing. He didn't come home last night. Which happens all the time in Beacon Pines, because there is no law in Beacon Pines. And we're sent to go check the library. Okay, so it appears I'm having some slight problems, like with different parts of the screen being off mute. That's not really a difficult problem for me, so you definitely have to deal with it. Yeah, we've been sent to the library.
Kato, he wasn't making him. If you were, he just. Kato was Luca. He just.
And we need the cutest little character in this whole game. I think his name is Kudo. It's been a while since the game, not very much of the comic piece. But Kudo is the penguin who works at the library because he spent the laundry that they gave him.
Beck's family giving her. She would tell.
And every summer he dedicates to learning
Luca shifted
everything
his.
there is to know about one subject. And this year is bees. He just started a really big book on
Beck
bees.
pulled a.
And this is my favorite character, Beth, who is a cat who is her unlucky penny because she wants to side things. So it's like heads will do this, tails will do this. But since it's unlucky, she does the opposite way. So then she's going to help us find Rolo. But first, let's meet the puddle.
Luca felt her eyes were the nearby.
There's nothing special about
Luca
the
walked
puddle.
backside first.
Nothing to worry about the puddle.
As quick,
Ignore the branch.
Beck dropped.
And this is fish and digging. There's the local bowl. And they portfolio.
Iggy took a step towards Luca. Beck could see tears. Some things about but a bully from Beck took a deep breath and thought. Well, time to bust out the strange. Beck's the only. At the side, Iggy's voice.
Back, and we get really mad about that. And throw him in the tunnel, and he struggles to get up. He's following us. But now we
This is a story about struggle. Luca he felt his hand, he yanked, let. Lucas, he heard with the muffled. Luca was, Chapter, everything's, the next, only the sound of.
And in this reality, Bolo is not missing, and we need to go deliver jam. I like this reality better. For now. Oh, that's weird. Someone told us that I wonder if that was my fault. But yeah. Lola wants to talk to me. Yo, what happened? And we're like, I can't tell you yet. I got it. So yeah, wait, what's that? Is that the unemployment white movie? So Mr.
Huddled at more act.
He's not being suspicious.
With a yelp, Mr. He
He's just shining his apple.
Mr. Tolliver. He reached forward. He leaned.
I have to do that. But yeah, you can hit the watermelon. And you can hit the watermelon. You don't want the watermelon. The watermelon is watermelon.
She leaned.
Like, oh, well, if it's not, it's not, but
Luca,
she takes the jam.
Mrs. Fratelli,
Much less
she carefully.
Oh, now we need to help her around we definitely can't use our time travel powers to go and help around the business and play it easy. Why would we people do that?
Mr. Nun. Nuncreeds.
He's in love with our grandma? Hey, Beck! She's back. Back again. But, one thing I love about this game is every character has a different voice. Which, it took me a while to notice that, so maybe other people noticed it immediately, but that's just really cool.
Beck, the look up. Beck gave
we get invited to dinner. Yeah, essentially, Beck's parents are forcing her to make friends because they want her to put down roots. And she's hesitant to, but we are going to become her friends anyways. We love Beck. Beck is awesome. Look at that big creepy gate.
Beck took a chapter dinner with Ilona, but almost done. Dinner went by as she watched the thing Nellie. Beck was Ilona's. She could.
Yeah, these are Beck's parents. We love them. Oh, you can't see one of their faces.
Lucas Nellie was.
He will forever live in mystery.
Ilona.
But,
Luca. Beck.
one of them is a gardener and the other is a scientist, specifically in
Luca
the field
glanced
of
over.
agriculture. And
Beck's perhaps.
there's a little
Luca
bit
glanced the sky.
of
Luca White. Surprised, but probably. Luca surveyed at that.
Yes, I think
Lucas.
Yeah.
Luca. Luca White. Beck looked down. Luca flicked it. Luca Beck judging by. He flipped. Beck took a moment. Luca took a deep. Luca. Her voice, Beck brushed off. As abrupt. Beck. Chapter friendly. The air, the smell. Despite him, he did not even. But it's not. Adding back to this is what.
Oh yeah, I know. Maybe? We'll find out. If I just messed up, it's not gonna be able to do what I just did. Simply rewind the game. But and the game is not that hard. Only if you play a lot. That wasn't important. Don't worry about that. There's no secret rules.
Luca and it all. Rolo's scar. Lucas. Luca both both.
Wait, no, it's right. Because Friendly Fuse is this chapter, next chapter.
Rolo's tone changed.
That's like, okay.
The
So
words
I was
Rolo's,
looking
but
at
it was
my little chart, and it said the next one was Through Thick and Thin, and then the chapter was Friendly Fuse. That's just the title of the one.
Luca.
This is when the other more technically challenging parts. Not at first. At first it's just call and cry. You cry like literally the whole day away.
Luca, he wait.
But the whole always goes into the same spot after the kind of sleeping cycle. You just need to fix it and get back to bed.
Luca to. Lucas beside. Luca, Rolo, especially Rolo, Luca wasn't, or just whatever their butt. Now, he'd read it. He was well. Without, he wants a. Lucas, he looked up. Walt was dad, taking off. He jangled, then lifted the sword. Lucas in and across the figures. Well, make yourself. Luca help it. They're yellow. It's a cold. Luca peer it. Tiny. Luca could people. Luca leapt to. We've got the figure game. Why wait? The figure bent. They only not let Lucas' voice. The figures with a jolt. A cloud of Lucas on boulder. The sensation as if he'd the doppelganger. I tried. He gestured, and all at Lucas staggered. You. Luca felt his father was every this. Luca watched. Well, Luca watched in a flash of what? Luca felt a read just from. Luca woke. Luca the kind. Grand.
Because playing the game slow, that's one of the most meaningful moments in the game. Like very emotional. It's like ooh, not emotional.
Luca gave.
Not playing the game that. It's like oh I forgot this happens because I just mashed through it.
Luca took. Chapter through despite a big whether if one is Luca but the event he had
yeah so now
Roxy roll
Roxy has
Luca
come back and it's like you should stop fighting with my brother. Here's a riddle. She gives us a riddle. I think it's like a basic function, so you need to buy it. Use these words to buy it. I don't need another riddle. I don't need
Kato straight.
That was the first.
Kato stayed. Luca grabbed the adventure. Kato removed. As he the adventure. Luca clicked. Kato began. He continued flip. Reaching the end of the book.
The first time I ever played this game, I had no idea where this was. I didn't know who Griffin was. I never told who Griffin was. I wandered around until I found the right person. This guy's great.
Before
And Griffin gets
Luca shrugged.
a hot dog. Not a hot dog, corn dog. For free!
Luca, he reached. He shook
It's
off.
cold. And
Luca
got riddle. The riddle is, of course, talking about the cafes.
Lumi.
The roller is like here, give me, here, hello, I'm referring to
Rolo.
apologize. You get this balloon, and we don't see the rest of it. What happens is, we like each other now, and we go in the treehouse and then die, but, instead we're going time travel, so we can beat up Piggy.
The person was roll.
Every time I bring come down to
Beck.
yeah. We're going to see why we did all of that down this path in just a little
Rolo.
bit.
A wave of grin. If he heard. Chapter R. Luca.
Granny is not home, and we weren't supposed to leave, so we're like,
Luca
oh,
was a house.
and so we take a nap.
Luca was listening. His father without. Why don't you?
Another
Sure thing.
dream
Luca
sequence.
inside. Where
This
fish?
time we're
Luca's father.
fishing
Well,
with
Luca close
bees.
holding it interesting with a practice the water. The pond. Sometimes pallid.
There's
Luca's correct.
ocean,
Dad.
lake
Sorry.
is
The
cold.
relentless. Dad.
The lake is
His father.
really
None of
cold.
it's. Dad. Luca grab please. The ice. That's
That's
his
the only
chest.
thing
You
that goes
toss
on.
a shock of
Fishing
searing. The chair tip.
live
Luca
bees.
tried. He
The
watched.
lake is
Dad.
cold.
The gentle rest.
You catch more fish with bees and then flies, I guess. Because bees are made of honey.
Lucas.
That's where they get their honey.
Faintly.
I'm working with this on my cell phone. I think this is how
Rolo's voice, but
like to make myself stop and just walking in, I'm going to have to make fun of what I'm doing,
The
even
signal
if I
went.
love it.
Luca held his
Like,
pound.
so far in my content
Rolo's voice began to fade. With that,
I'm not talking,
Luca grabbed.
and just forcing myself to make fun of it forces me to walk in.
Luca heard he dabbed.
And so we got a call, but Bolo has bad reception wherever he is, and so all we really heard was,
Mr.
hey, the tree house. The tree house.
Mr. Tolliver.
The tree house. Mission control. And so we, of course, are going to the tree house and it has a satellite on it.
The three.
Satellite dish. No, it just has a satellite sitting in the tree. I need to make it up myself. Next up, because that makes it funny. I forgot from my death thing. It would be at 2 right now because I'm dead and then Luca died once. Actually, Luca died twice because I messed up. Aha, it should be at 3. I do have a death count like file that allows me to do that. I just didn't turn it on for this. Maybe next time. Playing this game with Pitch Drift would be horrible. I'm sorry, I just like nothing playing Pitch Drift. This is the treehouse. Nothing bad ever happened in the treehouse. You definitely don't die. The cell phone in the Oh no.
Luca. He strained.
The Wonder Woman
Fear.
Yeah, he
Luca
entered
stared
his
at the figure.
emo phase, specifically during the emo phase. He's very
Luca
cold, that's
reached
why he joined the protest.
Iggy's
More
tone.
basic body
Luca
for display this figure. Hey, remember when I mentioned body form? But yeah, the cell phone finally starts working just like I was telling you to stay away from the tree house. The creepy guys are here. We haven't met the creepy guys yet. Yeah, but Iggy's emo phase was he literally said I want to go something because already did. These guys are important. I already mentioned that. I say aren't important at all. Clipboard. Oh yeah, they're called clipboard. Like people use it as like a well, like
Luca
there's a
grabbed
bunch of them. They all look the same. No
Luca
one
at
can
the
tell
mission
them apart.
control from behind.
And they have clipboards, and they will ask you like weird questions, right? This is William Kirk. He's not important, but
Curse.
me and my friends have
Lucas
definitely
grinned.
decided he's weird. I can't explain why.
Lucas mind. Iggy wiped.
Yeah, this is why we need
Luca.
it.
He squinted.
But William Kirk is weird.
He looked up.
I'd be surprised if that wasn't canon. Like, look at his hair and his profile.
Luca at the branches after what that was all the boys. In fact,
That's not the kind of thing to
chapter sign. They stood the sky with eat. Let's keep Luca.
Guys, chapter 9. I'm not watching movies. We haven't seen the favorite. We have my video capture device being Austin messing with different things video but you have to get my favorite where sometimes you have to fast enough the walking animation will calculate and so people will slide along
The boys. Luca. Luca looked with a resigned. Luca wins. Looking down. The crunching of footsteps. He looked. Luca peered. He let out faintly, seeing. Luca allowed the boys hug, if not for as it was.
Is very much a good idea. It's not like it's a very extreme condition for that guy in that 3 hours chapter. You definitely should use like at least an hour of that to nap.
Iggy motioned.
Remember that rule 3. 3 minutes without oxygen, 3 days without water,
Iggy shrugged.
3 weeks without food, and 3 hours without
Iggy now.
Those are just
He wiped his
basic
nose.
guidelines some people
Luca gave up. Iggy cleared his throat. Iggy arched it.
I'm pretty sure those are actually roll calls, because it's like, you don't want to watch those again.
That's all Iggy's.
Probably could, but,
The house Luca was. He looked up. His mother. A voice behind Luca turned. The doppelganger. Aww. The figure picked up. It's amazing. Not that you don't. Lucas. The doppelganger. The day he. Luca turned. That's not the doppelganger. Everything. Well, let me show you. The world. Luca was the doppelganger. He grabbed. Luca heard. It was his parent. Do you remember? Luca gave. He could see the David Walt. She was scared. His father's. There's a. I won't turn my. Luca's mother grabbed Walt. Calm. What's right is. I could never. Eleanor. Spare me. Wipe out. Luca flicked. Walt turned. Luca with tear. Mom. Walt dropped nothing. But Luca. Please. It sounded Walt gently. Listen to me. I'll be back. Luca hugged. Promise. Walt stood. I promise. With a wink and.
It's just like, here's the worst part. You saw your parents fight.
It's slowly.
and then your dad
From a
died.
deep.
But
Whether it was Iggy felt. Luca looked the figure.
Iggy is also really bad at insulting people he doesn't know.
When it came to
Like his insult to this person is "you have a big ass."
Iggy huffed. Nat began. Iggy turned. Realized. Luca and Nat took a deep. Nat exhaled. For a Luca
But
and
this
until they
person goes,
cold.
"I'm magical. I teleport you home." We got teleported home. I'm not going to explain why this is our home, but yeah, this is our home.
Nat. Luca began to. He looked his eye with a.
And we also have a moment where we go, "Why did you
As
say
Iggy
that in my house?" And they go, "Yes, indeed, why did I?"
Chapter
They don't tell
the
us why
Nat
they said in
he'd
our
given
house.
as Luca Rollo said
They
Mr.
just said
Kerr
in
the
our
clipboards were it right now. Lucas the tree he dropped it. His nose a dry. There was no reply. Iggy finally. Suddenly.
So yeah, they store Dad's tree, which is not nice. And they measure temperatures in Kelvin, like scientists. They're
He bent down to.
nerds. And like, you have to dance away from someone.
Lucas stuttered.
That
Iggy gave Luke.
feels not nice. Like, yeah, you're evil. You gotta be evil.
Luca wiped his.
Like, that does not mean you're that guy.
Iggy flat.
This reference to me. Like,
Iggy. Iggy darted. He emerged.
And now we have firecrackers.
Luca.
The firecrackers
Iggy
are
stifled.
important to hopefully scare people backwards, but I'm not going to explain why. It has to do with
Iggy tried.
Anyone actually feels going to explain really by that. Oh yeah, this is an important point. Yeah, first, this is all of it, but I'm not going to tell you why. Games
Luca
versus
Arctic.
music play the game, and this game is really good, so you should play it. Oh no. I shouldn't say that.
Mr. Kerr. Kerr scratched. His face.
I don't know.
Cursed. Iggy turned to. Iggy waved. Iggy plucked it. After Mr. Curse with a no.
And we make him real scared by doing it.
Iggy tried. Look a dope. His grip, he could see.
So yeah, with my reduced kill, so we're
Mr.
going to set up back in time.
With a wild look at Luca's hand began to cramp. His voice began to crack.
That's not what it was. Trust me, I can read.
Luca drew him. He swung the.
This is it sweater weather though?
Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to. Luca stopped himself.
I disappear the clouds and away because I'm not only a time wizard, I'm a weather wizard.
Luca saw Beck skulking.
Weather wizard. I said weather.
Beck grabbed.
Weather. I'm going to weather. That's how wizard goes. See that 50 times fast. Nah, I don't think that.
Beck's
Very mysterious movie. Eris. That is her name, Eris. As in, like, the air is of something.
the mist. A chill his vision. Beck Gran tussled.
She's definitely evil. She's evil.
Gran gave air.
I will give you no evidence that she is not
Chapter. What? Lucas. After.
Yeah. Oh wait, we met Dawn and I didn't even... Wait, did we meet Dawn? I don't know. I'm not sure.
The clipboard. Mr. He snapped. The clip then.
Hello, Mr. Number. So we are going to go meet Rollo. Rollo the Death Star. Death Star's Rollo. But before that, we have really fast forward jump. Like, we're going to go through this at max speed. Strange out. Only one viewer. The one viewer who watches no. Actually, it's really fascinating to me. It has been able to read every single piece of bubble. Like, I'm not going to tell you what one was. You better not do that.
Rollo wagged.
So, the first time we introduced Beck to Rollo, Rollo absolutely hated Beck without meeting her. This time, he locked her out. Yeah. Wow, Rollo never remembered. Sicko. Thankfully, there's a very easy way to get in. Now, if I was good at these games, which I'm not, I could throw this in here. Instead, I'm just gonna walk up and hit it. Grab the can again. See, I'm bad at it. And this time, because, maybe I'll be good at doing that. Right. Nope. Not good at that is also one of the most technically challenging parts of the So yeah, we explained the time we almost got kidnapped.
Rollo let out. Rollo would. Luca gazed out the.
And we planned to learn about my
Chapter
grandma.
Seek
I miss
Summer.
my mom.
Luca reaching home.
What time is it? Sweater time. Doo-doo. That's the sweater time theme song. Someone please make the sweater time theme song, just please. Actually, someone out there does make like a really good like
Luca and Beck.
sweater time intro.
Rollo.
Like I work on a lot,
He.
like I would use it as like an intro to my videos. Who am I kidding? Only like one person can do this, and then I'll use it for like responsibility. That's probably it. I haven't drank water this whole time.
A look of all three. Before he could fit. The three with the glass, their eyes searched for it, but as Beck pulled the entire hutch.
Look, balls.
Rollo. He smacked. Rollo Rollo offered
So Rollo is really good at buying jam flavors, including ink flavor.
a spider
I
enters.
have one of these boards in my room. It's perfect for normal with your enemies. Now I don't put my enemies online, but I understand.
Luca jostled each
Full
finger for a
medical file.
Luca not. Rollo swiped the. He whistled. He stopped. Rollo looked up. Rollo's finger trip. Rollo scanned. Luca. Rollo rustled. Luca. Luca slammed the door. They crowded. Rollo carefully. He jabbed.
So here's the treasure map from our very evil grandma. It's got a bomb symbol at the center of town. And the festival, the King's Festival is coming up.
Beck flicked overhead.
I can't.
The kids looked.
Yeah, someone's walking down the
Then, without a muffle, a final few. The three as he beat. At the Rollo ship. Luca gave him. It was Rollo. He's with all from the dark. Lucas pressing as back. Chapter the end. Still, his hands were the kids. One thing
I clicked the button.
they need after some. They Rollo. I've got.
Oh.
Rollos without a Mr. Rollos. He'd back and Rollos. He grew. Mr. He recorded the chair wobble. Mr. Tolliver with a gruff. The doubtful. Rollo, he slammed the door. Mr. He was near. Mr. He shook his head. His voice. With that,
Yeah, we
Rollo
bowled
swung around.
so hard he passes out again. Hey, no! Buzz. Don't ask me, I'm going insane. Actually, rather quickly going insane.
Chapter 6 feet. The kids, Luca tried explosive. Gran was the only, but the old as the sun. Rollo. Rollo muttered. Beck something. The question.
Yeah,
Beck rubbed.
Who is he living with? I don't know.
Luca's heart, if he was. And of course, there was Mr. Tull dealing with Luca shook. He held. She was his own. Mr. Tolliver, or maybe Luca's hungry stomach not realize. Luca rushed. He flipped the lid.
He eats jam by itself as a finger food. He just takes a handful of jam and shoves it in his mouth. I love jam. I have a bit of a sugar tooth, but just know it gets sticky on the hand.
As Luca,
and so, as punishment,
with each
he of course gets drugged.
His stride, he tried to grab something. Luca, his through. Chapter a speak. Luca awoke. He moaned and, or rather, shaking.
And he wakes up and immediately goes, "Oh, I was drugged. Let's go to the festival." Not called actually. I feel like can explore the whole town and you're not just getting police. So I don't think you actually can call the police. It's yeah. Now we're going to teleport back in time. Into the future shop.
They'd run Luca and Rollo with a few. Mr. Tolliver. Beck caught sheet off his was. Mr. Tolliver. Beck quickly. Mr. Tolliver. Beck twirled. Beck shook her head. Mr. Tolliver. Beck was on a
release the prisoner and tell him you are also it works every
heading for. She grinned with a shrug. Beck.
Please don't
She
do
turned.
that. In
Beck.
my voice. Yeah, honestly, in my voice, and that's why I like please don't. But that's just very well in the scenario.
Luca
With
and
a little bit more information. And you discover that something's going on at Lincoln's place. Or Lincoln and location. Yeah, let's do
Gus looked her. Eris's crap.
These not complete. So yeah, this is well, that's technically who is the mayor, who is that's what we now have to do.
Solomon holding a breath. Solomon.
All of it. Like the messages that came from the and here's
Beck.
the telephone that no one uses. It is not important.
Beck flung open the door and they. Luca cracked it. Without even suddenly, it was unclear what. The air was.
Second creature. Oh look, a man. Always. That's my motto.
Rollo's.
Oh no! Dramatic sound. This he's not important at all. He's
Joseph.
or nothing bad.
He gestured.
I actually
None creep. He shook. None. Luca be. The color. None. A jolt of. Chapter. The cold. Beck dimmed her own. She heard once she. Then a burst. As they wrapped, he helped. Upon Grant nearby, she helped. Mr. Rollo and Luca up. Mr. Nun. Mr. His voice. They both making the wind. They menaced at each other, both catching their breath. The moment bound. Amid a blur of the wind calmed. And after each night, it was the only that shiver. Gran lowered the torch as Racket goes. The inn she lit. A few through. Luca lifted the last. Luca, he could just. He peered across something of only. Luca, stay. Eleanor. Joseph. For the first. Luca gazed Joseph's. Chapter 9. The death. 7. Eleanor. She stopped. No turn. She raised the stole. She was. It was some. In one. She. They were. There were. Eleanor. She was. Her eye. Muttering.
Oh, we didn't get to the speech. Yeah, earlier we get to the whole speech. This time we get to the speech. But of course I skipped the last time we saw it.
Mr.
It was a good speech. Forever good orator.
Whispers.
Because he is indeed an actor.
Torm. He paused for. Kirk gasps, ripple. Solomon in once. A triumph. His
Solomon, actually, it's sharp proof now. Which, since I haven't played
This
them before, that means
sharper eggs.
Doesn't mean the outside actually well, technically,
Sharper for us. William. Well, time to bust out the tickles. Tears. Beck redoubled. Iggy's eyes. Iggy. Beck shook the.
Have you ever heard that woman That's terrible.
Chapter 4. The best. Luca paused. He'd only. Hopefully he could. Roxy, it was clear. Roxy's temper, but this was the most intense. Her eyes were wild. In a torrent of ramp. Roxy, with a Roxy drew herself. Roxy Luca wiped his.
She tells us to go on this intro.
Looking into the puddle.
I've never been bad before. And for now, I messed it up wrong.
Mr. Nunn.
Wow, you
Luca Mo. Mr. Nuncreed. Luca peered. There was a. It was subtle. Like a trap.
Actually, I can't. I like it.
Luca felt the weight. Something he didn't. Luca twisted.
We don't tell him nothing. Because we're smart. I know what you are. He's evil. And she's evil because she works at the evil place. That's not important.
He aired a.
That's a good idea.
Luca. He can. Once again, this, he took the world. He found a sword. He plopped. Soon, Luca said. He keep the voice you made. Luca turned. Dad, a war. Up. Luca, wait. Another. That's without his. Luca, of course. I'm as Luca turned. And you, the doppelganger. I misread this. Through his father time to. Luca was a command.
Yeah, they're really mostly
just.
They change.
Chapter danger. Lucas keeping him as his alone.
We don't get the whole
The large. Lucas, keep some only change.
This is Rolo's cousin. Rolo's cousin.
Rolo
Find Rolo.
Luca moved to. His hands.
So Rolo's cousin just went through like a growth spurt like they're a child. They're just a really big child. And every once in a while they have to be reminded that they are indeed big. And that's what the left looking down at the arms was.
Rolo. With a. She shot a Beck's eyes.
Remembering how match fast? My matching
Ilona. She sighed. She.
I'm going to do a series that each episode is one of my attempts to try to beat the world record. I got it on my birthday. We overheard cell phone calls.
Luca gave
Also, I wish I had a kid help, like mission control, just like the fairy license game. Big
Beck
problem with
flicked.
playing those mission apps is that they have to pay us, so this game won't run everything on hard.
Rollo started chapped the height they
Yeah,
spent. It
so
would be
now we're
not to
kind of
mention by the time this could
I usually
the
don't
final they'd need
uh,
even if luckily
the hype cycle
Luca back he had the festival was he waved Beck's they eat
or you're just like me, like you'll watch whatever a million views and everyone is just that usually means you like the video, so you should like the video and comment and I'll tell you that people actually like me, and so help my you don't
Jeff wheezed the joy in Jeff's looking into the sun. Jeff's brow sensing Jeff's one Luca with a firm
feels so weird, like genuinely doing things like liking the video and
Iggy wait Iggy gave her Iggy considered
it can help you a lot.
a wild Iggy glip with a quick nod. Iggy gazed a single tear ran. Chapter into a good and so far Jeff, Beck, and Rocky Stoke. Rollo, the Alpha. Rollo took.
Yeah, so the ocean forgotten these people. I'm not going to explain what's happening here, other than Rollo's cousin helped sneak this in with the spy, and then just it
He
goes
had to think.
down.
Rollo's. With a stroke of. He stared. Rollo interrupted. Rollo picked. The distraction. The clipboard.
Yeah, so here's stuff going on. Oh, the first time I played this game, I got so lost in this part, and now I have to memorize and it makes me feel so cool every time I
Solomon's. Often his. Solomon. Luca Luca tried. Solomon Lee. Luca smiled. She mimed. The light on. Lucas. On the computer, Luca the screen. Solomon's Luca quickly. Once again, in that he quickly. Mr. Kirk with self. Nellie Lee. Nellie Solomon muttered. Luca tugged on me. Luca. Solomon won. With a they heard. Her eye, Solomon with a Solomon. Solomon. Kerr before he could. Rollo casually. Look at jiggled the she held it. So he pursed his a deep. She looked with a disdain slow. With Solomon the blood. Solomon shook his a muffled applause.
After very short speech, and they put us in baby
Nellie was still.
There's always another plan, right? I was not supposed to stop doing and Nellie is here to remind
The
us
colored.
once again that Grandma is our mom, is our mother.
Luke. A sudden chapter come up at ears through the sheet. How many hand traded with Fertel? It was the last. They quickly something she left. If her. They made Solomon. In one smooth motion, he downed
There
its
it is.
contents.
There's the glitch.
A triumph.
Its prophecy was fulfilled. We're coming with. We're told.
With a mischievous. Remember what? I might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little change.
And put money in there. Since of course turns you into a rich man.
His buck.
Instead of just a man. That is what happened. Trust me on this. Never mind.
Eris, she looked.
Let's just look at it.
She looked with a shame. At the Beacon Pines, folks, the news after the chill they kindle in spring, and it his mind at peace, knowing he is here for a reason.
Cannot say there's more security than mission control, but also this game is really, really good, and you should play it. We never found Lolo again. We just are friends with each other now. So many more really beautiful moments in the game also that I didn't go off. There's so much more to the game than just this. And if anyone wants to learn to speedrun this, I would happily welcome a new member to speedrun running community. Maybe when I reteach myself how to play at my best, which currently is like 1 hour and 25.5 minutes. But once I reteach myself to do that, maybe I'll make time. Guide would probably just explain the order of how to do things. And then that's it. It would tell you how to risk. It's even better if your risk score is missing emotional support, like high risk support.
I think the end. Honestly, but then it sounds funny. That's.
Yeah, there's actually no story to take none of it's Past time. I think that does beat the world record. I will have to check. Enjoy the clips while I do that. God, is that all I can do? I am going to do that again now. So yeah, um, this is mm, the current thing for it. Yes, this game only has 2 runs, but the current record is 1 hour and 31 minutes, and I beat that by 2 minutes. I have beaten that by like 6 minutes in the past, but that's all part of improving and stuff like that. Also, I have submitted a run to this before, and the moderator of this game hasn't reviewed it yet, still pending. So I will probably not get the record for this for a while. But hey, I did not expect to beat that record on my first try in several months. So I'm glad to end this series on a positive note, even though it wasn't technically going to be a series now. But let's ignore any philosophical debates on that and just end with a nice, clean goodbye.